Scout Show. I am Scout.
My name is Ben.
I'm the boss.
We got the motherfucking boss in the house today. We missed you last week, Tony. I'm so excited. It's been so long since we've been on the air. We got so much stuff to talk about today, actually. Especially with the holidays coming up. Oh, we got a great show for you. And we're getting started off with a little bit of music. Let me know how you guys like the music. Like this page, subscribe, share this right now. We're going to reach as many people as possible. And I want to get a couple of live call-ins for you guys as well while I go through this. And a couple other things that happened.
Whoops, my bad.
All right, we're so good.
Ben, there's some kind of little echo going on right now. I'm not sure what that is. Something with the volume. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you all can hear the echo. I can hear the echo.
There you go.
It sounds really weird. We'll have Ben check out for that a second. All right, Ben. All right, Tony, it is you and me right now. Ben's doing some technical stuff right now.
Working on our tech issues.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. It's like we're talking into a barrel. A barrel of dead fish.
You know what's worse than talking to a barrel of dead fish?
What?
Sometimes the Thanksgiving conversations we're stuck into with our family.
That's perfect. Oh, it went back.
There we go.
Check. Oh, there we go. That is better. But what did you say now? No. What did you say?
Those Thanksgiving conversations we get stuck at the Thanksgiving table.
They're
Everyone's
always
got
so
that.
weird.
Everyone's got that one like really weird opposing view that they're adamant about that they want to bring up and not give up on. And like kind of when you kind of try to give them a pass and let it go, they want to just keep talking about it.
Oh,
you know?
It's so terrible. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It's terrible.
Oh man, like I saw some people posting things about what's the 4 words like to ruin Thanksgiving right away, and 90% of them were either like a political or otherwise, and those always get so uncomfortable at the Thanksgiving table.
Oh, dude, there's always that one weird, you're like a crazy old uncle who's like in his 60s or 70s. Always comes up to you and asks you, like, so what are you doing for work nowadays? It's like, well, I mean, I work at a shop still. Oh, cool. You ever worked on a Rolls Royce or some fucking some off the wall shit? It's like, no, I work on Fords. I work at a Ford dealership. Work on trucks. Oh, okay. You ever worked on
A Model T.
It's like, dude, no. I work for Ford. I work on trucks. I don't work on old shit. It's kind of hard to work on old shit because it's all updated shit now. And then you always have that one's like, so, you dating anybody? You got any kids by now? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck no. It's kind of private information, mister. Oh, man. So what are some weird things that your family asked you, Ben? I know you just got back from visiting your family down in the valley, right?
Yeah, actually, I came back from the valley today. I drove down on Wednesday, drove back up here today, just rolled right in. And surprisingly, it's kind of funny because I have like family members who are like on both sides of the political spectrum, both sides of like the religious spectrum. And it was actually a quite serene Thanksgiving this year. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like the stars aligned, the planets aligned or something like that. I was expecting a lot more like tragedy to kind of arise in my Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have to think of a couple of things that happened which were pretty bad. But I think, honestly, mine kind of ended up on a positive note. But like you said, scrolling through Facebook, I kind of saw that it was like a change for some other people. And they're less fortunate than me this Thanksgiving.
So to all you Pantera fans, what his Thanksgiving is, what he's saying, was a little bit like this song.
1, 2, 3, 4. Almost every day. I'm fucking picture through. It's in the attitude. If you can see yourself, what you wanna show, the verbal masturbate, bottles to love the age. Today I'm playing the part of not parent.
Welcome to the show again, guys. Everyone that's watching live right now. Welcome, Antonio. Welcome, JoJo.
What's up, Heather? Nikki Ray? I'd like to hear some people call in and tell us about the worst, most uncomfortable Thanksgiving conversation you've ever had.
Yes,
because
please.
You're kind of held captive. You can't escape, you know? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a punk rock tradition to go hide in the garage.
And get high.
Yeah, well, during most of Thanksgiving. When we duck in for the food, things would get uncomfortable. Yeah.
Like me and my sister, we when we were kids, we used to go like on walks down the road
Yeah.
to the forest. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go walk
Yeah.
around and we go out smoking a joint. Fucking be like, fucking family stressful. This will help.
Yeah. My family tradition was also to go smoke and then return for the family event.
I remember like about 2-3 Thanksgivings ago, we got like pretty drunk, and we had like 3 Thanksgivings that same day. We was going from like house to house, just like eating a bunch of turkey and pie and stuff. And yeah, actually, that was actually kind of fun. I don't think I would see myself doing it again, but it was kind of interesting to kind of, you know, say, oh yeah, well, by the way, we're just gonna see the other family members and drink a couple beers in between. So that was something else.
I like how there's always like that one cousin that comes and it's like he's like the most successful person in the whole family. And it's like, oh, Joe's here. Oh, great, Joe. How's it going with that business you just started? Yeah, you're selling cat prosthetic legs. That's amazing. Like, yeah, well, you know, yeah, I'm making a lot of money, dude. I actually just pulled in a 7-figure income this past year. What the fuck?
And they all turn at you and they look at you and they go, when are you going to start selling cat prosthetic legs? I'm not.
They're all like,
not.
so when are you gonna become successful? Oh, you know, my plan is to not, but you know, I mean, whatever, you know, I mean, it's whatever. Oh man. Okay, so some of the things. So we're talking about most uncomfortable questions and discussions happened at Thanksgiving parties and Thanksgiving dinners. We also want to know what was the best food you had. Also, we want to know what the shittiest food you had was.
Mashed potatoes. My sister's mashed potatoes are amazing. She puts
Oh.
in prosciutto. She puts in like this fancy Italian cheese. Like those mashed potatoes. I wait every year for my sister's mashed potatoes. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. This time around, man, what's some of the good? I think I had. Okay, so I've never had this before. I don't even think it's a Thanksgiving thing. They kind of snuck it in there, and like it was just like, I was so hungry at the time. I didn't really think two things of it, but it was bacon wrapped asparagus.
Bacon wrapped asparagus?
Yeah, bacon wrapped asparagus. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. But I was hungry and I love bacon, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try some of this stuff, and it was actually pretty good. I was surprised, but then I was thinking about, you remember Austin Powers where he's like there peeing and he starts eating the asparagus. I was like, dude, my piss is probably gonna smell wild here in a couple of hours or so.
It will make your pee smell weird.
Yeah, so that, but bacon wrapped asparagus, I think that's I don't know, I guess it's a Thanksgiving tradition or something. I don't know. What's some of the craziest things that you guys seen served at Thanksgiving? I know like someone was suggesting bring some tortillas to Thanksgiving, and I was like, well, I guess that would be cool, but I don't see that fitting in. I'd eat them though. Unfortunately, I didn't have any this Thanksgiving, but I used to do that with leftovers. I started eating like tacos, like leftover like tacos, turkey, and mashed potato. I throw like everything in there. That's always really good. So I thought that was really good. How about you, Scout? What did you eat this Thanksgiving?
Oh, dude. Okay, so my favorite thing wasn't anything that was on dinner at all. So I went to a friend's house. I went to his mom's house, and all of his family came. And one of his cousins, she brought this fucking Indian bread. Not like Indian, like Indian, but like Indian, like Middle Eastern. It was like Middle Eastern bread, like naan. Naan, yeah. Yeah, naan, yeah, that's the shit. Dude, it was the greatest thing in the world. There was like fucking 50 of them little pieces of naan, and Juan had like a few, and I had like the rest. Like
Naan is
nobody
awesome.
in the family fucking had any. They had naan. Dude, I'll tell you right now, I am a huge fan of naan from now on. I love it.
It's so good.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And I put this stuff, like it looked like cream cheese with like parsley in it. And I put it on there and tried it. Oh man, it was fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. You know what? I'm not thinking about it. It might have been hummus, but it was just perfect all around.
Yeah,
it was
probably.
really
Hummus
good.
is really good with
Yeah,
naan.
I like hummus. So I mean, I think that's why it went so well together, because I liked it. But that was probably the best thing I had. You know, honestly, I gotta make a confession, guys. I gotta make a confession.
What's that?
I don't like yams.
That's okay. Not everyone has to like the yams. Sometimes you have to have them made right.
Also, I don't like sweet potato casserole.
I don't know what that is, but
Or whatever the sweet potato shit is that's orange and it's got the marshmallows on
Yeah.
top. Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, I'm still a little confused. What's the difference between yams and sweet potatoes?
the same thing.
Oh.
Oh, okay, no. I don't like cranberry sauce.
What's
Hey, no, maybe you didn't have it made right.
Oh, hold up there, Scout. Hold up there, Scout.
I'm vaping a Thanksgiving flavor right now. This is pumpkin spice cookie made by Sad Boy.
Oh, dude, I got a blueberry whatever. It's really good. I love
That's blueberry Sad Boy.
So again, just want to say shout out to Cloudcraft here in San Antonio. If you guys need anything
Cloudcraft.
for your vaping needs, hashtag Cloudcraft. Go visit them.
Also, big shout out to Boardwalk Tattoos. Hashtag Boardwalk Tattoos.
Chris, are we gonna be able to talk about Boardwalk yet?
We will, because we love them anyways. We're just shouting them out, man. Because you know why? Because I fucking love Boardwalk Tattoos. They tattoo me all the time, and I love it. Make sure you visit Sue and Abel. They are awesome. Also, we got a couple other people to shout out to.
I want to shout out right here. We got a couple of friends out there in Florida, by the way. They sent us a couple goodies a couple weeks
Yes.
back. These vapes right here. They gave us these vapes.
Shout out to Fast Eddie's Vape Shop and Lounge.
You gave us some juice too here.
Look at this on the inside. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah. Tell them what you got, Tony.
So jealous.
Mine's got a little guy in a gas mask. It's like they knew the perfect one for me on my very own mech mod.
And then I got this little stormtrooper over here. So, really excited about that. I love your friend, Preston. He is awesome.
Yeah, what can I say?
Especially when he was like pulling those jokes on you when he was like calling in. Or
That
you,
motherfucker.
that was the
So,
best.
big shout out to Airbender. Airbender e-liquid salts and pods. Make sure you check them out online at www.airbendereliquid.com. Also, big shout out to veteran-owned 50 caliber flavors. They are located here in San Antonio. Check them out. Phone number 210-549-8360. Check them out on Facebook at 50 Cal Flavors. Big shout out to Revenge Vapes and Hornco Liquids. They're awesome. Also, big shout out to San Antonio owned Rad Rat Customs.
Red rat.
Sounds like a custom shop, but it's actually a vape shop. They're just around the corner from us on Bandera. Check them out. Also, this is Ben's favorite. Shout out to Innovapes. They gave Ben that sweet fucking
So I got this.
tank.
That's where you got your hive?
That's where I got my hive
That's where he
from.
got his hive.
I'm so jealous of your hive tank.
Innovapes, located out of Massachusetts. Check them out online, especially on Instagram at inno.vapes. That's INNO Vapes. Also, last but not least, check out my boys and my boy and girl over at Juice Fiends. Juice Fiends, located out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Check them out. Also sponsored by Trap the Band. They're the shit.
I've liked hitting up all the vape shops here in town in San Antonio. We're kind of lucky that we have a lot of different ones. I wandered into Lie Ion Vapes over off of it's off of O'Connor and 35 kind of, and those dudes were really nice. It's lithium ion vapes, and they showed me how to do. Squirrel had showed me how to do like the RTAs, like how to build the cotton and do stuff like that kind of. But I went in there and the dude in there was nice enough to give me like a full lesson and show me how to do different stuff with the vape. And I thought that was really cool that he was patient and nice enough to show me how to do stuff like that.
Was he patient with that booty?
And today I actually went to Bad Wolf Vapes.
Check out Bad Wolf Vape. Hashtag Bad Wolf.
We were both there, and that's where I bought this like completely indestructible one.
It's nice.
And they had there's a bunch of Black Friday deals going on at a lot of the vape shops, and some of them are even open till midnight tonight.
Make sure you take advantage of them Black Friday specials. They are awesome right now.
Yeah, it was like 15% off my mod at Bad Wolf. And I know that Cloudcraft had some deals going on too.
We got to actually, we're going to be talking quite a bit about the vape controversy here with Ease Juice Liquid. If you guys are vapors, I know a lot of my friends are vapors. There's a huge controversy that's going on with the FDA. We're going to get into that here in a bit. But I'm kind of curious about your tank here. You said it's indestructible. Tell me a little more about that.
Well, the mod itself is this Aegis mod, and it's shockproof, it's waterproof, and I was sitting in a shop talking to somebody else about it, And they said they had a friend who worked in the oil field who dropped and lost his mod, like in the oil field, and it had been run over and rained on, and he found it like stuck in the mud. The tank was completely ruined, but the mod still works. And just hearing that story, I was like, okay, that's the one I want to walk around with, because I'm always dropping my mod, and I want one that can like survive me. So that's why I got this particular one. This one's only runs at 100 watts. They also have a 200 watt one, and they even have a little mini one now with an internal battery.
You know what Russell's always dropping?
What's that?
A log.
Hey, Russell.
What up, Russell? Hashtag hog wild.
Hog wild.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag hog wild.
You got a compliment on your Cramp spin-off T-shirt, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this is Shatner was covering some of the songs by the Cramps on this Dr. Demento album called Covered in Punk, and so I had to get the shirt because it's a play off of the Bad Music for Bad People cover, except for instead of the creepy guy from the Cramps, it's Shatner. So yeah, there's an awesome show going on in Vegas, the bowling, punk rock bowling show. That one's gonna have like every band that you'd want to see is coming up in Vegas. It'd be really cool to go. I want to go see that.
When is that going to be?
It's we got a couple months before it's gonna happen. I have to look it up. But it's got everyone playing. Fear, just so many different old school punk bands. Rancid's playing. Whole bunch. Yeah, Rancid will be
Fuck
there.
yeah. I love Rancid.
There'll be a whole bunch of different punk rock bands, and it's gonna be this huge festival, and that sounds pretty awesome.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, man. Let me see if I can look on my Punk Rock 101 page here. I can list off a couple of them.
If you guys don't know, we have the boss again as a part of the show, which is a huge privilege because he does have a live program on the FM radio here in San Antonio. He does on Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. 11 o'clock to, is it 12 or to 1?
11 to 1.
11 to 1. So he's going to be on, he's on there every Wednesday. You've been doing this for off and on for years. So it's kind of it's really awesome to be able to work with someone who also has been doing this for a long time now. If you guys love the boss, which I know you do, support him. If you guys are up in late night hours like some of us, Wednesdays 11 o'clock on FM. What was that again?
It's 90.1 FM KSYM, but you can stream it anywhere you are on ksym.org. There's an app for that if you want to. This punk rock bowling and music festival that's coming up, it's going to have Rancid, The Descendants, The Specials, The Hives, Refused, Flag, which is members of Black Flag, The Stranglers, The Damned, The Vandals, Fear. I mean, like every Adolescence, Dead Boys, Casualties, so many different punk rock bands. That sounds like a really cool show. It's going to be in May 25th through May 28th over in Las Vegas. And that would be really cool to be able to go to. That sounds like just an awesome show.
Who's on there?
Here. Check it out. Look at all the different bands.
Descendants.
Yeah.
What are you wearing right here, Tony? What are you wearing? Let's show us what this hoodie you're wearing. I'm pretty sure an awesome friend got you that hoodie, right? Dude, this hoodie is so fucking lit. I want one. Dude, if you don't know what that is the Descendants hoodie. I bought Tony that when we were up in Austin on 6th Street. He saw it and was like, I gotta have that hoodie. I was like, dude, you fucking got it. So I got it for him.
You've had that for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, so like sometimes our good boy, Sick Boy, will take us on adventures.
Oh, I love Adventure Time with Sick
And
Boy.
so you never know what's going to happen. And we got drugged to 6th Street over in Austin, and we were running around, and it was cold out there. And Scout, being the awesome guy that he is, just couldn't handle me being cold. So he bought me a Descendants hoodie while we were there. And I get compliments on it all the time.
What song you want?
Hope's a great song.
All right, we'll play that one next. But keep going, Tony. Tell us. Keep telling us the story.
Well, basically, we were walking up and down 6th Street, just talking to people, getting challenged. It was me, Scout,
Sick and Juan as well.
and Juan was Don Juan from our Ghost episode. In fact, speaking of Juan, now may be a good time to bring up something.
Yes,
Juan's
that's right.
dog got parvo, and for all of you who know or don't know Juan, he's got this cute little Chihuahua mix.
She's the tiniest thing in the world, and she's so sweet and precious.
And the doggy got parvo, and parvo's pretty serious. I don't know if you guys know. And it's highly contagious from dog to dog. If your dog gets parvo, you go take all the toys that they have and either throw them away or wash them in bleach, because it's highly contagious, and it's also extremely expensive, and it kills a lot of dogs really,
so
really
expensive.
fast.
So what we did for Juan, because the medical bills for that is just so high, and when a dog gets parvo, it gets so expensive. So what the Ben Scout Show did for him is we actually started a GoFundMe page. If you look on our page, you'll see it. We're trying to raise money for Juan to help him out with the bills because it really hit him at a hard time, and it's just really leaving him kind of broke at the moment. And we're just trying to do whatever we can to help out. We've actually donated a little bit that we can at the moment. I know we'd like to donate more. Don't get paid for another 2 weeks. But we're donating and trying to just raise money to help out Juan with all the medical expenses and buying all the bleach he's got to buy and just help him get by and deal with this. This is a really tough thing to deal with, to watch your dog almost die.
On a good note, he's put out hundreds of dollars for this treatment. It's like, I think they were quoting him at least $500 to get started, plus like an additional like $100 for whatever happens. If you will, I'll put some links what he's been posting, but even despite all the money he had to put up out of pocket, Daisy is starting to make that recovery. So
there is progress.
There's a lot of progress that's happening. So again, that's due to the contributions that people have been able to give right now to help him out. And we're still going to be taking donations here for, I guess, like another week or so, just to help him out. Even though he put up so much money, I know how it is. Me, like if you have a pet and you don't want that pet to die, like I would be willing to kind of put up as much money as I can, but it doesn't mean that like, that financial burden isn't still there. So if you find in your heart, so, still go on the page, donate what you can, or at least share as much as you can, so that way we can help out Juan, because we love Juan. We're going to have him probably here again on the show here really soon.
Really soon, definitely. Guys, just make sure if you find in the goodness in your heart, if you can help donate, that'd be really appreciated very much. Just help out Juan. Just make sure you visit our page, the Ben Scout Show. Find the link for the GoFundMe page saying "Help Save Daisy," and then donate whatever you got to donate. Donate even if it's $10 or $5. I mean, that's all that really matters is helping somebody else out in time of crisis, because this really hit him at a hard time right now. Yeah,
with the holidays and everything happening, it's a lot. So, but then again, just to end on a positive note, everyone that does have pets out there, this is something I would not want any pet owner to ever go through. So I pray and I send my blessings for the best health for your family and the family of your pets as well, so that you can remain in awesome health throughout, forever.
I was at my best friend Heather's house one time, and her roommate at the time had a dog named Alice, and it was a little small Chihuahua-like dog, and she had parvo, and we found out late. And dude, it was terrible, dude. So she was shitting out blood. It was everywhere. It was fucking terrible.
Dude.
It stunk. We had to clean up blood, and she was like, dude, why is this dog shooting out blood? I was like, dude, how long has it been doing that? Oh, it's been doing it all day. Dude, fuck, we need to get to the vet like now, dude. That motherfucker's got parvo.
Fuck.
We took her to the vet, and dude, oh man, it was fucking terrible, dude. So we get it to the vet, and after it's all said and done, the vet's like, it's gonna be $1,000.
Yeah.
And then not only that, we also had to stay with the dog, stay home from work, and make sure the dog's going to be okay, and make sure it has water at least every 15 minutes, make sure it's getting the fluids it needs, make sure it eats the food. And slowly but surely, after about a few days, the dog actually got better and was able to run around and actually got its energy back and was able to actually be a part of life. So it was we saved the dog, man, but that was a real troubling time, and I'll never forget it, dude. That house smelled like bleach for fucking weeks.
Yeah.
Almost a month.
That's good.
It was unbearable going over there sometimes.
Yeah. I'm happy it was. I had 2 puppies.
Oh, sorry, it was $2,000. $2,000.
Oh shit. Dang. $2,000. I had a couple of dogs too that caught parvo back in the day, and I hadn't had the finances back then. We had to put them down. That was really hard for me for a while, as well. So, the cool thing is that we have a community now to be able to support each other. So whenever we go through hard times, we're always willing. If there's something maybe like your family member is going through, it doesn't have to do with dogs. Maybe a family member is going through some kind of therapy. They need some kind of therapy or financial assistance or something like that. Give us a call. Reach out to us. We'll look it over, and I'm pretty sure that we'll be open to supporting anyone else out there who is in a crisis as well.
Speaking of calling out, make sure you give us a call. Call in live at 978-543-0405. We are taking callers right now. Anybody willing to call, give us a call. Love to hear any stories you got, or tell us how your Thanksgiving went. Just make sure you give us a call. We'd love to hear from anybody and everybody.
Tell us your favorite meal of Thanksgiving.
And tell us your shittiest favorite meal of Thanksgiving.
Your shittiest favorite, yes.
And Tony, what else do you want them to tell us?
I want to hear about those uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable conversations.
What's the worst conversation you've been stuck at, just held hostage at Thanksgiving dinner? Whether it's, like this Thanksgiving was climate change was the discussion, and everybody got heated on one side of it's not real, and the other side of it's definitely real, and yeah, it was uncomfortable.
So we do have a quick sports update from Sheldon.
Oh, that's right, we do.
It says Phil Mickelson defeats Tiger Woods at what?
Phil Mickelson.
Mickelson. Oh shit, I was wrong with that.
Yeah.
So Phil Mickelson defeats
Mickelson.
defeats Tiger Woods after 22 holes. 22 holes. I thought it was only an 18-hole game. I guess they did a little extra or something.
They added a few extra just for you.
Extra holes. All right, and Phil won what, $9 million plus side bets with holy shit, plus an extra
Well,
100,000
Each of
with
those
Tiger.
guys is worth like hundreds of million already.
Damn, dude, that's
Phil
crazy.
Mickelson's been
Playing
playing
golf.
since the fucking 60s, since he was like in his 20s.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's crazy is my uncle was actually his caddy way back in the day, back in like the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, he was his caddy. Back
How
in the
how
80s.
close was that match, by the way? If you can give us that update, Sheldon, I want to know how close the score ended up being. Yeah, and if you guys notice, we have an awesome new sign. We got it printed. We got a professional company earlier today. We picked it up. We're putting it on the back. I hope you guys like it.
Shout out to the other kids. Shout out to the kids at the other side of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, the other side of the cul-de-sac. If you know, these is really nice, a premium quality, very flimsy material, but it's like super durable.
What up there?
It's like indestructible, like Tony's vape. It's like awesome material, so that's why you kind of see it flapping.
Indestructible, like Tony's virginity.
Yes. Hey, what's up? Adair, Jared joined the show. And we had
Shit.
Tommy join the show. Who else? We got a few people join the show. Mandy, Joe, Blue, Joe, Maria, Kimberly. Welcome to the show, guys.
What's up, kids? Y'all should call in. That phone number to call us is 978.
543.
0405.
Oh, yeah.
Live links.
So there's something else that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Whoa, wait, what? Flip the script. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. So there's something that's been going on that made me think about it. So I'm vaping a nice pumpkin spice flavor that I happened to actually get from Adair because he bought out all the stores as soon as they had some. So there's a thing going on that I'm hearing that the FDA is going to ban not only menthol flavored cigarettes, but they're even going to ban menthol flavored vape juice. And so there's this thing going on where they're telling people, basically they're changing vape juice already. They're changing the packaging. If you look at old packages of like Sad Boy, it has a little logo on it. They're telling them they can't put logos on vape juice anymore, and that certain flavors are going to get in trouble. I'm kind of worried about that because if they're starting with menthol, I mean, what kids are like, "Mommy, can I have some menthol?" But they're saying that it's aimed toward kids. Chris says, "Mommy, can I have some menthol?"
Mommy?
But so if I'm sorry, I'm just now getting the music.
I could not play that with a straight fucking face.
So I'm worried because guess what all the flavors I vape are? They're mostly candy flavors, sweet flavors, and they're saying they don't want to do this because it's aimed toward kids. And I think that's kind of bullshit, just to be honest. I think that kids aren't supposed to be getting a hold of this vape juice anyway, and that taking it away from adults is kind of just... So I'm on day 7, no smoking cigarettes, 100% vaping.
Be careful of the boss. He's a little angsty.
I am. And I think that using children as an excuse to ban something is total bullshit. Kids are not allowed in vape shops. They're not allowed to buy this stuff. I don't really think it's going to make a difference. Like, smoking was illegal when I was younger. But you know what? I started smoking cigarettes in like 6th grade. It didn't stop me.
I mean, look how I turned out. I failed as a kid.
We actually were at the vape shop, and they told us that they, in San Francisco, they'd already done a ban where in San Francisco, the only flavors of vape juice you can now buy are vanilla, cherry, and tobacco, and I think like one other flavor. And I think that that's ridiculous and insane.
Blue said, I guess I need to remove all the candy-flavored alcohol now. if kids are getting drunk.
What about diabetes? I guess you can't have candy-flavored candy. It's going to give them diabetes if the candy tastes good.
What?
So I think that's total horse crap. I think that vape juice flavors should not be regulated, and I wanted to hear some people talk about this. I saw a topic of on another podcast where a bunch of people were talking about it. I think we all got to kind of stand up on this one and say something.
Yeah, so like piggybacking off of what Tony was talking about, the FDA, the argument, or like a lot of the people who are getting to the FDA, their argument is that it's enticing kids, younger kids, to want to start smoking. I guess it starts off with like menthol cigarettes too, because it kind of it's supposed to like attract people more into the lifestyle, like nicotine and tobacco and everything. And then they're saying again that menthol is also a flavor, plus all these different flavors that they have created through vape juice. It attracts younger generation, younger crowds to start vaping. Now, the thing is, though, another argument that's made on the other side of the field is that the point of vape juice and vaping in the first place was as a smoking cessation aid for individuals who were on tobacco. And I've seen so many older cats now in their 50s and 60s who picked up vapes. Like when it first came on, you kind of saw like that skepticism, like, oh, look at these youngsters, they're just vaping and everything like that. But I've seen so many of the older crowd who've been smoking, packs a day for years switch over to vape, and like all they do now is vape. And I've seen how beneficial it's been to their lives. And that was the point of vapes in the first place, to help people have a safer alternative to smoking cigarettes and tobacco.
Sounds like teen spirit to me.
So I guess the argument to that is that, what if we were to take away all those good flavors of vape that help out people stop smoking? Well, possibly what it can do is lead people back to, again, nicotine, and then they're right back to tobacco. So maybe, who knows, this could even be a possible ploy from the bigger tobacco companies who want to regulate this, if you think about that, so that there's less flavors, less nicotine, people are less attracted to vape, and they want to go back to tobacco so they can build up their business. That's a possibility.
I mean, I'm one of those people that vape to quit smoking, and then I have one cigarette, and then I'm back on the cigarette wagon. So like right now, I'm in that transition right now where I'm still smoking cigarettes, but I'm also vaping at the same time. So I'm trying to quit, but my will to quit kind of went away when I picked up a cigarette, and now I bought a couple packs already. So it's like I'm kind of balancing them out at the same time. But I've noticed that I had this juice that I actually got from Juice Beans, and it was like a vanilla cream, and for some reason it kind of reminded me of cigarettes. So when I'd smoke it, it actually made me want to smoke a cigarette even more. So I'm trying to stay away from the vanilla cream flavors because that reminds me of cigarettes. It's just like, why?
That's kind of like the Black and Mild flavors, because when Black and Milds came out, they had like Jazz and Royal and all these like new flavors came out about like 10-ish years ago, 5-10 years ago. And I started smoking more Black and Milds because of that, because of the flavors. So I can kind of see that logic though. But at the same time, if they were to ban all those flavors, I think you just have one option, either smoking cigarettes or smoking like kind of tasteless vape juice, which would kind of suck.
If I was stuck with only tobacco-flavored vape juice, I would probably just keep smoking tobacco.
Yeah, exactly. So like what the fuck's the even point of quitting vaping if you're smoking cigarette-flavored vape? It's like, oh, by the way, this tastes like Marlboro 27s. Oh, you know what I want? I want a 27 now. Oh, this is for Bobby. I ran into Bobby earlier today. He's saying that he heard that menthol cigarettes were like definitely bad for humans. Word of mouth, not any FDA paperwork, so I don't know. But I know my mom quit 20 years smoking menthol, and now has fibrosis cancer in her lungs. So guys, tonight when you're going to sleep tonight, guys, make sure you give a big shout out to give a big shout out to God for Bobby's mom. Make sure you pray for her, man. Hashtag we're praying for you, Bobby's mom. Okay. Heather said it was in a study. It was shown that menthol cigarettes are more addictive than regular cigarettes because of the flavoring. I can believe that. I really could.
I don't know if y'all remember, but there used to be like some Camel cigarettes that were out for a while that were flavored, and I loved those things. They had some that were like chocolate mint. Yes, Camels, and they were my favorites, and they cut those out completely because they said they were aimed toward kids. But I was like, but you have to be 18 to buy these anyway, so I don't understand their argument.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that could possibly, again, maybe some other bigger tobacco competitors are just trying to knock out the competition. Then they're trying to scheme it or like, build this narrative that, this flavor is attracting more, kids. Possibly it could be. I'm not saying it doesn't, But like you said, either someone has to buy that tobacco for a kid illegally, or I mean, I don't know who. I wasn't really a kid like, oh, I can't wait till I turn 18 before I can start smoking flavored cigarettes. You know, like that wasn't like my end goal for turning 18. You know, when I turned 18, I was like, okay, I'm an adult now. I can do whatever I want. If I wanted to like move out, I can be on my own. You know, I can like go to college. I can just like be a fucking person out in the world and do whatever I want. That's what I was focused on.
Well, my point is that I don't think banning a flavor of something really is going to stop kids from smoking or vaping at all. It's not going to actually have a change. The only thing it's going to do is punish the adults who are doing it.
I think the only thing it should be doing is it should be punishing the shops that are selling to underage kids. But you can't. The underage kids can't buy from shops anyways because they'll ID you.
Yeah.
Unless you look fucking like 30 or 40.
If the point is children, if that's truly your point, then you need stronger regulation maybe on who's buying it. But I don't see how telling everyone that they can't have flavors, that doesn't really change anything.
No, it doesn't.
I think though, like even like out in the streets, you can get any kind of illicit drug though. When you think about it,
I mean,
can't.
if you
It's
can
kind
get
of hard to
fucking
regulate.
crack on the streets, kids can get cigarettes.
They can
It's
get
fucking
cigarettes on
simple.
it, whether it be flavored or unflavored. They can get cigarettes if you want it bad enough, you can find it. So it's kind of like regulations. I think in some senses they're kind of, they don't work, or they're like pointless. You know, we tried prohibition. I'm not saying tobacco is the same thing as prohibition, but like if there's a will, there's a way. You know, you can even fucking grow it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can grow your own tobacco.
Yeah,
So-
similar to ban the whole state of Virginia.
Yeah. So what do you think would happen though if they were to ban Newports, for instance, or this menthol? If you tried those red menthols, Newports, I never really liked those.
They're not even menthol.
The red ones aren't menthol, but like Newports is known like as menthol though. You know, when you think of Newports, think about menthol cigarettes. You think they could thrive, that company?
I think they've been trying to
what the
ban
fuck?
smoking, period,
Sorry,
for
guys,
quite a
didn't
while
mean to have
now.
this song fucking play. It's pretty sad and depressing.
I think they've actually been trying to ban smoking for a while. I've seen it more and more everywhere where smoking is highly regulated, and they're not. The older generation that all grew up smoking is getting older now, so
I'd agree with that.
they're kind of trying to hit the new generation and kind of remove it from us. And I don't really think that they should have that right. In fact, I'd like to hear some people call in on this. I'd like to hear more from the vape shops. There's a lot of people that will lose their businesses, that will lose their way of life just by doing this. And then what's going to happen? There'll be just black market vape juice that you'll buy off the internet, or people will be making it in their garage with nobody regulating or making sure that it's, I don't see that working out well.
Yeah, same. It kind of sucks though, because if I was a vape juice distributor, if I was like, that was like my business, that was my livelihood, that would kind of be like a burden for me, thinking about that, like possibly like my, business could possibly collapse or have like major repercussions. I'm gonna have to like find a whole marketing scheme or like a strategy to kind of, now I have to like push maybe only a couple flavor of like juices, Less selling juices would be less selling vapes, because you don't need, if you don't have the right, if you don't want to vape on a juice, you're not going to buy a mod to vape on that, and so it's kind of bad. Just touching on Sheldon real quick, he says that he beat Tiger Woods by 1 hole, so they were square after 18, so they played 4 extra holes. That's kind of cool though. Like I wish I would have saw that match. I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny. Like two guys battling out on the golf course. I wonder if like the caddies are like like the hype man. In a sense, have you ever thought about being a caddy for someone? Just like if you had the opportunity to be like the caddy for like I don't know, Tiger Woods or someone,
Shit, I'd be rich. Yeah, those motherfuckers make a lot of money doing that. Someone get paid like $500 just to caddy for a PGA player. That ain't no joke. Some do it fucking seasonally. They're making coming home with like fucking 50 grand a year, a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody from Vietnam watching. Shout out to MTVO. Not Bo.
You're right, Bobby. I think the parents are the ones that should be punished, and it's a weird thing to put it on everyone else to watch what your kids are doing.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Oh, man. Hey, guys, make sure y'all call in at 978-543-0405. Call in now. We'd love to hear from you.
I want to hear about those uncomfortable Thanksgiving conversations.
Oh, I know. I'm begging to hear from those. Come on, guys. Let's get a fucking caller in. I'll tell you what.
Wait.
If we get a caller in, I'll give out a prize.
I got to know right now. Okay, what team are you guys both on? I'm Team Ham. Are you Team Turkey or Team Ham? I'm Team Ham.
I have to go with Team Turkey. I enjoy the ham, but I just think Thanksgiving has to do with turkey. So I eat turkey, but I mean I eat like ground turkey throughout the year too. So I mean But then I guess another question would be like Team. Well, what's yours? Team Ham, Team Turkey. Chris.
I think Chris likes to stuff the turkey with ham.
You know what? This
He
is
likes
like
to get
this
his
is the answer I
turkey
got for that
stuffed
shit.
with ham.
This is the kind of answer I got to that shit.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I did eat ham though first off this year. I'm not gonna lie about that. How about dessert? What do you think is like the Thanksgiving dessert, like that kind of like poster dessert for Thanksgiving? You think it's like pecan pie or pumpkin pie or like
My
some
favorite
kind of
has
cobbler?
always been cherry pie. Always cherry pie.
My mom used to make this apple pie, and she'd only make it once a year for Thanksgiving. And I always looked forward to my mom's apple pie every Thanksgiving. But
You know who else looks forward to apple pie every year?
who?
That one guy from American Pie, Jason Biggs.
I knew that was coming. Pie fucker.
Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll answer your question.
Yeah, answer the question.
I fucking hate turkey.
Yeah, thank you.
I cannot
Team
stand
ham.
the taste of turkey.
Team
I've never
ham.
liked it. I've never been an actual fan of turkey. I've never liked it one bit.
No.
It's just something about it I just don't like.
I can handle it in like sandwiches, like if it's thinly sliced, but
What if I promise you I would stuff your turkey myself?
Now, I do like stuffing. So I'm team stuffing.
was that a proposal?
I don't think Boy
you
Scout caught
marrying
that though. So regular ham or glazed ham?
Oh, shit. Ben, Heather, the manager wants you to make her some pie. She says she needs her pie. She needs her piece of that pay. She needs some pay.
Gluten-free pie.
Pay.
You gotta pay for that.
Hey, be careful, man. She might fucking fire your ass. She is a manager after all. Sorry, manager. Apologize, Ben. Apologize for getting fired.
You know, I've never had cherry pie during Thanksgiving though.
No.
Dude, you're missing out, man.
I need to go over to your Thanksgiving next year. Is this an invite, Chris? Thanksgiving next year?
Dude, my family didn't do anything for Thanksgiving.
Where'd you get the pie from?
I mean, I went to Lance's mom's house.
So is this an invite to Lance's mom's house?
Gotta talk to Renee.
Lance, it looks like we all got invited to your house.
Only if
pie.
mom's cool with it. We're gonna do a Ben and Scout show next Thanksgiving at Renee's house.
Speaking of Sick Boy, we're gonna be getting an intro song from Sick Boy. We're gonna be doing here. We're supposed to do it this past week, but we got caught up with a different like priorities. So we should be having this hopefully like by the next podcast. And if you guys don't know who Sick Boy is, you're gonna find out. You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today. Yeah, Chris, you've been following like Sick Boy for a long time, doing a lot of his shows, helping out a
Dude,
lot of
I've
his
been
shows.
Sick Boy's #1 fan since 2008.
2008, 10 years. 10
fucking
years.
years. Me and him been friends for fucking 10 years as well.
Heather says her stepmom always makes cherry pie because it's my mom's favorite. Ooh.
Put some cheese on it. What?
Dude, cheese on pie is amazing.
What? Cheese on pie?
Yes, put cheese on apple pie.
What, like shredded cheese?
No, like a slice of American cheese and melt it on top of the pie. Don't look at me like that.
Hold up. Has anyone ever tried pie with cheese before? I don't know if I even tried that in my stoner days.
Dude, it's so good. I like ice cream on pie, and
Okay, well, yeah.
I think we need one of our callers to bring us some pie right now.
What the actual fuck?
You've never had cheese on pie?
No.
Yes.
That sounds like
Cheese
a
goes on
ruining
pie.
pie like that.
Cheese goes on pie.
Hashtag don't ruin the pie.
Hashtag cheese goes on pie.
You know what? Hashtag X gonna give it to you. Like, cheese on pie? What the fuck, Kobe? That's the weirdest combination in the world. Who out there has tried cheese on pie? If so, give us a call at 978-543-0405. Again, 978-543-0405. Listen. What you hear and listen.
Okay, pumpkin pie has to have whipped cream. Apple pie can't have cheese. It works. It works.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Put some cheese on it.
Where's the fucking CeeLo Green when I need it?
Put some cheese on it. Cheese goes on everything except Chinese food. Have you ever noticed that no Chinese food has cheese? Think of some Chinese food that has cheese on it. There is none.
Make sure he gets an earbud real quick, man. Give Boss an earbud. This is what I think about you putting cheese on pie. Fuck you. No, but seriously though, I want to know what y'all think about putting cheese on pie. Like, what the fuck? I was richer, still be richer.
That's what it means to be an American, is that you can put what you want on your pie. It's your pie. Put what you want on that pie.
There's a fun fact here. Heather, since she is gluten-free, she can't eat like any pie crust or anything like that. She told me, and she just said right here, she ate a plate of whipped cream. Like just a plate of whipped cream.
Whipped cream? Cool whip. That's the secret to all pie. It needs, I felt dirty.
You are dirty.
That may be our next show. We're just gonna watch the manager eat a plate of whipped cream.
Yeah. I'm down with that. Then we're gonna ask him like, how does it feel? God, it reminds me of that joke Joe Rogan said where he fucking where he raised a boy, kept him away from women for his whole life. So he was like full grown till like he was like 36, and then had him in the room and introduced him, and they finally showed him a woman for the first time ever. And showed it to him naked. The next thing you hear him be like, we're trying to fuck! And then we're over here with the clipboard like, how do you know it's time to fuck? I just know, man. I just know. I know, okay? I just know. It's just fuck time. It's just fuck time.
Dude, that special is so fucking good. I've only seen like a couple of clips from it, but that fucking special is amazing. From what I've seen
she
of it.
says she's down. Fuck yeah.
First person to call in, we will personally write your name in whipped cream, and you will watch Heather eat it.
Yeah.
Live on the show.
In other words, Heather's gonna eat you. That sounds kinky.
If you like that, call in right now. 978-543-0405.
We got a whipped cream challenge now, folks.
Hashtag fuck time. Hashtag I know because I know. I know because I know, bro. Why you wanna work me so bad? So bad.
What's the most uncomfortable conversation you've had at Thanksgiving? I wanted because Scout, you just seem like you've had this experience.
Oh man. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I was in 7th grade. I think I was 12 at the time. It was right before my birthday's in March, so that's when 13. That's when I turned 13. And so I was 12 years old. It was Thanksgiving. I was in 7th grade, and my granny came up to me and she was like, "So, how's it going in school?" And I was fucking failing every class. Fucking terrible. I was shitty in school. I didn't show up to school. I was always high. I was always sleeping in class when I was there. Like, I was a terrible student. And she's like, "How's it going in class?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's going good, Grandma." Let's see. Okay, so there was a point when I didn't have a job. I think I was like 21, and one of the family members was asking me like, how am I doing for?
Wait, hold up. It says live video blocked. Your live video is no longer discovered on Facebook because it contains music, audio, or video that belongs to someone else. To resume your broadcast, you have to write to share your contact.
Resume
So I
that
guess
shit.
resume it, but no more music, guys. I'm sorry. Facebook is trying to shut us down
Fuck
right
you,
now.
Facebook, and fuck your copyrights.
So we're gonna go ahead and resume the video. All right.
Damn, what the fuck?
Apparently, we can't have other people's music on the show.
Yeah, we put
Maybe we
on
maybe
the rest of the show.
maybe we touched a little topic there on the FDA controlling the vape juices. They're trying to shut us down. You're not going to shut us down. We're going to stand up in unison and vape terrible flavors of weird candy stuff.
Yes.
Don't tell us we can't put cheese on our pie and vape terrible flavors.
Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark
I
Wahlberg.
almost said Mark Wahlberg. I was like, oh fuck, no, wait, I like
Oh
him.
God, why do we hate Mark Wahlberg?
I like Mark Wahlberg. What the fuck? So I guess we don't have any viewers yet. What's going on?
Oh, we got the manager coming in here to give us a heads up.
Shit, we're getting yelled at.
No one can chat it. It disabled chat.
Oh.
Are we back on
Uh-oh.
live or no?
It didn't stop, but you can't chat now.
So,
All right, so all viewers, you have to call in now to talk to us. It's the only way you can actually chat. Do you want to do a restart? We may restart the
Hey,
show with
copy
no
all
show.
that right now. We're gonna fucking restart the show. We're gonna do it better.
You're not shutting us down. Don't put any music though. Don't put the music.
But.
Plug.
Why? I got the perfect song.
No.
Come on, man.
No, don't do it. They're gonna shut us down.
Fuck the FCC.
all right, guys, we'll be back on here in about 2-3 minutes. Give us a second. We're gonna have to work around this. We apologize. We weren't expecting this.
Yeah, we're gonna
But,
fuck Facebook up for a second.
Yeah, get those stories ready. We need to take some live callers once we come back. So
Get
we'll
your
be back
story
in a
ready.
second.
Get ready to call in.
Catch you guys here in a minute.